Hey boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and show you where you can find your assignment for math. The lesson's titled 1603, a Venn playpen. So we're going to go to your math course. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom to module 16. We're looking at lesson 1603, a Venn playpen. We'll click on the lesson. And of course, just like all your other lessons, you're going to want to go through all of the content, looking through the examples, doing the practice problems, going through those explanations. And then on the last page, when you come to it, you'll come across what is my assignment. You'll click on the worksheet attachment. And for this assignment, let's have it load here. It's 3 pages long. So I'm going to walk you through what you're doing for this assignment. So for number 1, it says, what attributes were used to organize the shapes in circle A and circle B? So you're going to take a look at circle A and circle B in this Venn diagram, and you're going to look at the attributes. An attribute is like a characteristic. So what characteristics are used to classify these shapes in circle A? And what attributes or characteristics are used to organize the shapes in circle B? Okay, and you can include the 2 here in the middle. So you'll include these 2 for circle A, and you'll include these 2 in circle B as well. So again, attribute is just what characteristics are used, what properties, what shape properties were used in classifying the shapes in circle A and the shapes in circle B. All right, number 2, select the properties that both rectangles and parallelograms always share. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options here, and it says select the properties. So that means that you're going to be selecting more than one. So you're going to be circling more than one option here. You're going to need to take a look and see which properties fit under both rectangles and parallelograms. What properties or characteristics do they both share, rectangles and parallelograms? Number 3, select the properties that equilateral triangles and isosceles triangles have in common. So again, you're going to be selecting more than one option, and you're looking at equilateral triangles and isosceles triangles and determining what properties those 2 shapes have in common. You'll be circling more than one, possibly. All right, number 4, cut out and glue the shapes in their correct place on the Venn diagram. So here you have a very interesting Venn diagram. This whole Venn diagram is focused on triangles. You're placing them whether they are scalene, isosceles, or equilateral. The shapes here at the bottom. Now, if you don't have scissors and glue, what you could do is you could just draw neat arrows to where you would place them. So what I mean by that is you could look at this shape and you could draw an arrow to whichever spot that you would place it. Okay, so that's fine with me if you would rather draw arrows instead of cutting them out and placing them. And then the last page, you're kind of doing the same thing, but instead of triangles, we're looking at quadrilaterals. So parallelograms, trapezoids, rhombuses, squares, and rectangles. You've got your shapes at the bottom. If you don't want to cut them out and glue them, you may draw neat arrows to where you would place these shapes in the Venn diagram. Okay, so when you are done with those 3 pages, you'll go to your next activity tab, and you'll click on that blue plus button to attach your work and submit it.